Look at this. I got headphones on. I got a mic going. Baby.
If
Huh?
only people could see you now.
Hey, no video. We've gone through this before.
All right,
No
all right,
video.
all right. Welcome to This Commerce Life. This is a podcast aimed at small, medium entrepreneurs focused on commerce. I'm Phil, your host, and Kenny, your co-host, will join us as well. And we're going to talk to you about the world of retail and commerce and how things are changing in the world.
Gotta set this. This is your world, man. You gotta set up all this shit. All my job is just to kind of be there. I got really no purpose.
It's true.
You got all the big jobs, buddy, and that you felt a little bit. I think this is like the third or fourth weekend in a row where you're struggling.
I'm
Mic's
quite
not
ready,
on.
right?
Headphones not on.
Yeah.
Are you hearing anything?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, crap. Where are my
Where's
headphones?
your headphones? Get organized.
You know what? Well, now I don't want to screw around with it. So I got you on live speaker, so I'll just leave it there.
That's fine.
So
I got my headphones on. I got my mic ready. Cup of coffee going.
But I can't see you.
Oh, you know why? It's probably because I'm in the room upstairs and I don't have a light on.
It's all right. No, it's all right. You can leave yourself off.
Just relax a second.
You were just giving me the gears. I had to give you something back. So
there you go. Is that right? Well, how come my camera's not on? How do you do that? There's got to be a button here.
Yeah.
Oh, start video.
There you go. Hey.
Oh, there you go. I can shut this off then.
There you are. Look at you.
Look at that.
Man.
See, I set the bar low. I'm not supposed to be the techie, so quite frankly, if I don't see the button, that's not my fault. It's a general issue. What's going on, huh?
What is going on? You know what? I am. Okay, so I think I've said this the last couple of, but I am busier than I've ever been before.
That's good because you got a couple other people calling you probably this week. So
I haven't even. I sent a proposal back to David. I haven't talked to him yet again. So I don't know if that's going to pan out, and I got to go back and talk to Aaron still. I think I got something ready for him.
You might have another one too.
Okay. So you know what? So I'm busier than I've ever been before.
That's good.
Which is really amazing. The thing that probably I'm doing now. I'm just trying to make sure I'm in focus here. The thing I'm trying to do now, which I hate so much, is probably like seriously for the first time in the 6 months or 7 months I've been in business, is I'm trying to actually true up my balances and figure out where the hell I am. You know, if you're Canadian, like we're coming up to the end of the year, so I kind of need to make sure I got all my taxman stuff sorted out, and you know, I know how much of my liver and kidney I got to give to the taxman and all that kind of crap.
You actually do all that shit?
You know, my wife's an accountant, right? So she asked me all these questions.
So
I'm always like, I don't know.
I had to put it on a spreadsheet because
you know,
mine's a CPA. Probably
she laughed at me, right? So I said, I got a P&L. So I don't have a true P&L. What I have is what I have incoming and what I have outgoing. And I have a sense of what, you know, give or take over a month I have. And actually, I'm reasonably well off. I track my mileage, all that kind of crap, you know. And so she's kind of like, where's the rest of it? Like, I'm like, what rest of it? Like,
what else do you want?
That's pretty damn detailed. Like, you know, like,
listen, mine's an accountant too, right? I have a spreadsheet that's basically just more the invoices and what GST I owe. Where's the rest? I don't know. Whatever. The rest, you know what? When we sit down and do the taxes, I'll throw the rest at you.
Yeah. Well, no,
Get a shoebox somewhere.
Yeah, no, I think because in my case, I had part of the year where I was working like I have income coming in from, you know, from I guess a real job, right? Like from
that was mine the year prior, so I get it.
Yeah.
This year's all me, right?
Yeah,
it does change it, but I mean, there's really not. Think about it, we're a small business. What else do you got going on? If you have a shop and stuff, there's different. But for I've got the same issues you do. I've got some mileage.
Yeah,
I definitely have some expenses in terms of, there has been dinners, there's been some lunches, not many.
Yeah,
I have to buy some stuff. Like I might buy a MacBook this week too. The new Air sounds pretty skookum. Sounds like they actually finally cleaned it up. They actually did some stuff to it.
The Air.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Okay.
So, I might buy a few things, but quite frankly, I'm probably like you. There's not a lot of stuff per se. I mean, the shop has tons of shit, but this really, there's not that much.
Yeah.
I mean, the part's good, but
Yeah.
I hate doing that crap anyway. I just,
Oh my God.
just
So,
hate it.
like yesterday was just like me looking for, and like natural accountant questions. She's like, what'd you do on like, maintenance on the car and how much are we writing off of the car? I'm like, oh God, I don't,
I don't know. Can't we just look at the Visa receipts? We'll take a look, and
like,
if
so I'm
If
sort
I've used the
of
car
like,
half time, well,
yeah,
half.
right. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. I did brakes somewhere in May, maybe I'll go. She's like,
That's that's
somewhere
what
in
Visa's
May,
for.
like that's, the accountant in her is like, what do you mean somewhere in May? I'm like, I don't know. You're lucky I remember it somewhere in May,
Shit,
right?
yeah,
Like,
I'm
the
pretty proud to
official
even
answer
remember in
was
May.
front half of the year, right? Like,
Brakes, I don't even sometimes remember it's in the same year. I did
right.
the
You know what I
brakes.
mean?
I
Like,
don't know. I
so
think it was this year. Find out it was last August.
yeah.
The one prior to this one. I don't know what the hell
Oh,
year we're in.
oh my God. So anyway, so that's kind of like, it's been a great week. And then I finished it, or, I'm finishing it Saturday, Sunday with nothing but fucking accounting. So
Yeah, I hate that. I'm sorry. Like I'm like you. And I think this is every sort of business person and entrepreneur's dread. I hate doing all that shit. I
yeah.
hate it. Like
Yeah.
I've got to do invoicing, right? What are we
Yeah.
on today? It's the 4th, right? I've got
Yeah.
to do. I have to do today during some of the football games.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what it is? Because once I start doing that, then I think, oh shit, I haven't done anything for him. Then I start looking, and 4 hours later, because I go back to the invoices, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes it takes like 4 or 5 days, and it's not like there's a million of them. It's not like they're
No.
complicated.
No.
It's nothing. It's like literally probably half an hour worth of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
To me, it's like the worst half hour. I hate doing it.
So the only thing in there. So my next article is on like the 5 things that I've used to kind of make my life better, because I fucking hate all this stuff like you do. The one. So I actually don't mind invoicing at all because I use Wave, and I love it. I love it so much. It is like Wave keeps track of everything. So even my HST, I don't track it anymore. All of it's in Wave, right? So as soon as you tag and bill it in Wave, Wave buckets it all for you. So every month I check Wave to go, how much do I need to call back for HST? And then it tells me cumulatively for the year. Do you know what I mean? It's literally like 2 clicks and I'm good. So I'm so happy. I don't need to log all that bullshit. I don't need to.
Well, see, and I do. I do. I sit down with my Excel invoice.
Yeah.
Which is not massively complicated. It's an invoice.
Yeah.
Who cares? I change the numbers, change the dates.
Yeah.
But again, it's all stupid little things that there's programs that'll do it. But you know what it's like, and most people who, if they listen, if they're a small business, you have something and it works, so you don't move, right? Because and the thing is, like, if I would look at some of the things you tell me, I could probably save myself, time.
Yeah.
And it would be organized in a fashion that might make more sense. Now, whatever I'm doing works for me.
Yeah.
But it takes me more time because I have to 2-step things.
Yeah.
I take an old invoice, for let's say if I'm invoicing you, I take an invoice of yours, I change the invoice number, the dates, but you start doing that. You're thinking there's programs that do this for you. You don't have to do this.
Yeah.
And in the program, you just click fill and it'll populate. But why would I do that when I could do it the hard way and then piss and moan about it? Because otherwise I have nothing to talk about.
No, but it's the upfront, right? So I think where software is getting better is, you think of like early gen software.
So much work to get it in.
It took you so long to get onboarded that you're kind of going,
I'm not doing this.
Like, no, how am I doing this, right? Like, so I'm in a place right now with Wave where it literally took me no time, right? Like it took me let's say 15 minutes to get onboarded, and so I'm good. Right. But if I got to move, if somebody says, hey, new software, I'll probably go, well, no, like I spent 15 minutes on that. I ain't spending more time. Right. Like, so it is kind of that, like, when do you know when to jump? Right. Like,
I think you got to do it you got to do like a Jan 1. Like if I'm going to jump to something, I think I got to do it in January because I don't want to have to move. It's like, again, it's not catastrophic, but I don't want to move 100 invoices.
Yep. Yeah. You don't,
because if I start in there, what am I going to do for this year? Is already started, so I have to move all the shit over. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the Wave thing. What I love about that too is just I guess I'm giving Wave a free plug here, but
take it.
I know, right? But what I love is they have pay portals too. So some of the guys in the U.S. that I've built, they can pay me by credit card. They can pay me by PayPal. It comes right through the portal. So right attached to the invoice are the click buttons that they need to be able to.
Obviously, I'm going to have to take a look at this.
You know what I mean? And that's just wicked, because sometimes, like the first time I did that, we probably kicked around payment options like 3 times, right? Like, what about this way? What about that way? Can you EFT? Can you, and they're like, no, no, no. And you're like, oh my God, like, but then I found Wave and they're like, oh, this is wicked. I can just pay it by credit card. I'm like, great, done. We're out. So, it's amazing.
Okay, I guess I'll have to do that. I don't want to do this today. Like, I hate doing this shit.
No, don't do it now. Wait till Christmas. Wait till Christmas. Like when you're off, man.
It drives me crazy.
Like seriously, it's such a great platform that
it's all good, right? It's just fucking I want to do this. I hate admin shit. And it's funny, I've had a whole, this week was a week of meetings, right?
Yeah.
Actually really good meetings. It was a good week. It was a solid week. But it's all the same stuff. Everybody you talk to who's like in the start or in the small, everything is just everybody hates doing the admin. Everybody just hates it.
Yeah.
Because it takes so much time.
Yeah.
And in our country, you got to worry about the taxes and the remittance, and you're looking at this and you're looking at what the
yeah.
work.
I know. It's just so anyway, so I great week, but like terrible finish. But you got to do it, right? Like I like my wife is like, look, we're probably gonna want to, you might have to pay taxes. I'm like, great, but I don't really want to be that far in the hole. So I guess it's November. I just got to figure out where I am.
Well, don't worry about it. Once you pay this year's, they look at you and say, oh, he makes a little bit of money. You know what? Quarterly. Don't worry. You'll be paying regularly.
Well, yeah. So I'm
which is actually sometimes better too. It's the budgeting then too, right?
Yeah. But I'm trying to stay off that radar if I can, right? So
yeah, that's not going to happen. I mean,
now that I've said it on air, I'm sure the CRA is listening. And
hey, listen, they're getting their money. It's not like I'm hiding the taxes. What the hell do I care?
Yeah.
And honestly, sometimes I'm I sound like the old person, but you know what? The more you pay, the more you're paying, why are you paying more?
Yeah,
because you're making more.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that, I mean, that's a very Canadian thing. I mean, if we were in America, that we'd be, spit on and stepped on for saying that, because the more you make, the less you should have to give to anybody.
Yeah.
See, the Canadian way, we make more, we pay more. Okay.
Yeah, we pay more.
It's not a big deal.
I guess I have to pay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I look at. Okay. I mean, it's coming anyway. What's the difference?
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm in the same boat as you. These, when they come in hit big hits, right? Because remember, like when you were working for somebody, this was all buried.
Yeah. Well, you paid it every month, right? You paid it every month. It came out.
I didn't see it.
Think about it, right? Like it's.
I knew I was going to get X amount of dollars every month. Yeah. Check comes in. You look at the check. Well, same.
Yep.
And that was it.
But the bigger difference here is, you can leg some of these out, right? Like you can actually go, hey, we got an extra bill this month. If I go out and hustle and get a little more business, maybe I can offset some of that, right? So
that's what you can't
do. Which you can't do with a salary, right? Like the salary is what it is, right? So. Yeah.
Oh no, I wouldn't trade. I mean, this is definitively the way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like every day more that you do more on your own, like it just becomes more and more. And then what is funny? You start going out for dinner, you talk to your friends, and you're thinking, I guess I better say that. You know what? I'm really tired, or life's the shits, because I don't want to be the odd man.
Nobody wants to hear that I'm happy all the time.
Exactly. How do you like your job? I'm thinking, well, how do you like yours?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's terrible. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It sucks.
But deep down, you're thinking, oh my God, I love every minute of it.
Yeah, I would never go back. So yeah.
Anyway, so I have thrown a few more people your way.
Okay.
So there's people in this country that basically you are the guru of SEO, digital marketing, etc. So you better live up to that shit, because I've been selling that hard.
I'm working it. I won't ever. I won't leave your guys. I won't leave.
I'm not worried about that. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, hopefully you get a few of them, because you know what it is. I mean, it's been really nice in this last week. You know what? It's you're sitting across from people that you're helping, whether it's on the phone or in live, and then it's over, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm pretty lucky, because I've got some really, not some, all of them. They're all I've work with really, really good, nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, like, I mean, they're just really nice people. They're trying hard. It's just, yeah, it is. It's pretty cool,
what else
right?
can you ask for, right?
It's pretty cool though, because you think
Yeah.
about it, like in the old days, like when you were on the desk at Target,
Yeah.
or I'm at London, is that for the most part, like literally for the most part of London, they were all fantastic for the
Yep.
most part. But
Yep.
there's a lot of times where you just didn't really want to be with that person, didn't want to have. I don't have any of that.
Yeah. No, I
Mostly
don't
because
either.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
work with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's the beauty. Is that basically, if I didn't like Phil, I just don't work with Phil. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I
whatever.
I think, and the other part of that I think that's really cool is, I mean, even the guys that you've sent me so far is all of them are in this like just phenomenal.
They're a great space.
They're great spaces, and they're literally businesses that, with a little bit of push, a little bit of, whatever it is, like the magic that you and I provide,
I
you
think we could
think you can
kill it.
get
Like,
them
I was
go
working on
30,
iron stuff today.
40% growth, right? Like it's just,
100%. There's
you know,
no, there's, they're all at a point. Like a couple of them are at a point where, over the years, the brand they may have purchased has hit the
mhm,
skids,
mhm.
but there's so much uphill potential.
Yeah,
Or the other ones are just starting up, or,
yeah,
relatively new, and all you can see is the sky,
yeah,
right? I mean, I don't know where the ceiling is on these ones
yeah,
yet.
yeah,
And really the ceiling is, I mean, I talked to one yesterday. You're going to get a call from them too. But it's a small HABA company in the interior.
oh
And
yeah, you were talking about
just
these guys. Yeah,
again, you know what? It's just you'll love them mostly because they're just good people. Like they're
yeah,
just really good people.
yeah,
But when you look at their brand, they're doing well. They're doing well. I mean, they know what they're doing. They
yeah,
just need a few pointers on how to do it, maybe a little
yeah,
differently. It's going
yeah.
to be better, but I don't want to say better because it sounds like we're smarty pants. It's not about that. I mean,
It'll be
there is a better way
improved,
to do it
I
because
think. Yeah,
there's not the right way.
yeah,
There's a better way to do it.
yeah. It's kind of like optimizing the business,
It
really.
is,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah,
they've got a business that's X amount of dollars. And quite frankly, if they really think it through and manage the growth, they could double it in 2 years, 3 years, easily, without doing much of anything and probably barely feeling the stress and the pains of it, right?
dude. Those are like that's amazing business, right? Like that is,
But that's also because
yeah,
there's people like us where I'm telling them, listen, of my opinion, I wouldn't go here. I would
yeah,
go here.
yeah,
And here's the reason I would do this one. This one's a little easier or whatever it is, right?
yeah,
Or less costly.
yeah.
So listen, let me ask you, on some of your small guys, I've been trying to allocate sort of what I think they need to do for marketing um, as a percentage, because that's how
Yeah.
we have to work because we're old
Yeah.
buyers. So everything's on a percentage. So I'm trying
Yeah.
to go back. I'm thinking, okay, if they spent on every SKU they had, let's say about 15% off their cost for marketing, and marketing could be obviously whether it's digital, whether it's some
Yep.
print, radio,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
What are you allocating a percentage with let's say
Trying
um,
to. Yeah.
the dog feet ones?
Yep.
Is it Mucklucks, right? Not
Yeah. Yeah.
Mucklucks.
Mutlux. Yeah.
Mucklucks.
Yeah.
Uh, is that sort of what you're trying to do as
Yep.
well?
Yeah. Yeah. 12 to 15 is
Of
usually,
their
it used
cost?
to be, yeah, it used to be 10. And then, as you get into like when it was just Facebook and Facebook was kind of economical, you go
Yeah.
10 is enough, but it isn't anymore. And you've got to be able to do Google and all those other things. So I say 12 to 15%. Usually they wind up at 10 or they,
I figure 10 is going to be it because
yeah.
not every SKU is going to get advertised, and you're going to advertise it over
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So no, I'm trying to figure out a percentage too because I want to allocate. You want to be safe, right?
Yeah.
And because a lot of them aren't even considering, like they're not even considering shipping costs to get to
No.
a warehouse, whether it's an
Yeah.
Amazon warehouse or whether it's Phil's warehouse.
Yep.
Right. So I'm
Yep.
even going down to that level these days and saying, okay, listen, allocate 7%. I mean, I know it's going to be high.
Yeah.
But if your model is built on worst case scenario and looks good, I mean, really, where are you going to end up?
Yeah. 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 No, I agree. Yeah. Yeah. So 12 to 15 is what I recommend normally.
Okay, you're still that high, that too. You're like
Yeah.
me. Yeah. Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
kind of thought that's where it was going to sit at, but
Yeah. I was going to ask you, so the guys that do that thing for the socks, do you have any interest in talking to them? Like they're looking for people that can help them get
Socks.
into retailers, or these are the guys that have that product that keeps your socks together right through the washer to the dryer.
I think that's pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
the only challenge these guys are going to have is you got a really, really short window. right? So if anybody's out there, if anybody listens, right, and wants, like, if you come up with a really cool idea that's product, like this one's
Yeah.
specifically a product,
Yeah.
right? And it's not got a massive barrier to entry, which I don't think this one probably does, unless there's patents all over, which most likely there's not.
Yeah.
By the time you really start thinking through too much, it may be over. Like, you got to just, if it's cool, pounce. I don't mind helping them. I mean, I don't know what I can do for them though.
I don't know.
If they're looking to get into accounts, I talk to Luch. And the reason I would talk to Luch, that's what Luch does all day. Luch is always in accounts. If they're looking for, the marketing help, but be more you, if they want to help with sort of what I think they could cost it at, what they want to go at, I have no problem helping them. They just have to send me some, or I'll talk to them. It takes a couple minutes. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't mind giving them, a little bit of free time.
Luch. I've kind of got them there, so I need. They want.
I know you did. That's what you did.
You want to rep me? And I was like, no, I don't.
No interest.
Thank you, but no.
Yeah, no interest.
Okay.
Like zero.
Okay.
Like zero. I have no interest in doing the repping part. But again, Luch would be okay. I'm trying to think, because you want someone that actually goes across the country. I'm set up. It's early right now.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, there's definitely people. I mean, I think because Luch is going to be doing pink anyway.
Yeah,
it's probably within the sort of the same buyer realm.
It is actually same space.
Yeah. So it could. Luckily, it might even be the same buyers.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
But this person has got to go pretty quickly.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I mean, I don't think this is like this is not a 10-year product.
Oh no.
Right. I think this one is one of those ones that if it hits, it's gonna
probably got like a year, maybe 18 months.
Maybe 2 years on the high side.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like if you can get through, like if you can get some stuff this Christmas, it'd be great because next Christmas might happen.
Yeah.
Might not.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So I do that. I would push it off to Luch.
Yeah. Okay.
And if Luch doesn't want to do, Luch will know people. I'm just trying to think who else I can't think of a bloody name in my head.
It's okay. It's 7 a.m. over there.
No, it's 8 o'clock in a sense, right? Because we went back.
Yes, it is.
Isn't that true? Like I got an extra hour sleep.
Yeah. That's
why I stayed up until 12:30 working on spreadsheets because I knew I had an extra hour.
That was pretty sweet to get the extra hour. We need daylight savings every week.
Yeah, we should do this weekly. But I think I still don't understand why we're doing this. I mean, ever since it was bright in the morning.
Yeah. I don't know.
See, to me, honestly, I don't mind waking up. I hate coming home. I don't like coming home in the dark.
Yeah.
I don't want it 4 o'clock now to be black as night.
It's crappy. It's crappy.
So I'm okay if this was actually what time I'm okay if this was a 8:20.
Yeah.
And it was dark. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I don't understand why we do this thing.
I don't know. I don't get it. I've looked into it before, but I don't get it. So I just
whatever. Let it go.
Yeah. So what were you doing this week? Lots of meetings.
Lots of little meetings. I mean, I had some planning sessions and things like that, but a lot of little meetings at the shop with. Again, it's just a few really neat little brands, right?
Yeah.
A couple of them have been just basically. I think I'm on hour probably 3 or 4 of help. It's going to be worth nothing to me, but quite frankly, it's awesome for them. So I'm looking at it thinking, well, you know what? As long as one person wins and the other person really didn't lose, whatever. Right? Not that big a deal. Not that big a deal. And again, the person's like just such a wonderful person. I think who gives a shit.
Yeah.
Right? I'm hoping she'll do well. It's a really cool little product. It's called it's an all natural psoriasis eczema type cream.
That's cool.
It is cool. It's really nice. Cool. It's well made. It's clean, and she's just like she's just really cool. I mean, I you know what it is? It's what I don't know if you notice it and it is back to our sexist, racist kind of world that we tend to gravitate to as marketers. I kind of like the fact that lately, like a lot of the people I've been dealing with have been these women who've started in these companies and like are fucking crushing it. Like even if they're not killing it in sales yet, like you're just looking, they're gonna kill it.
Yeah,
they're gonna kill it.
Yeah,
they're gonna kill it because it's the thought. Everything. It's just the thought process is thoughtful, well thought. It's just so you're thinking like, holy shit, man. When the rubber hits the road, this thing is going to move. Like it's awesome.
It but like this is back to this is why we're in this space, right? Because like the truth is, between us, we know enough big companies that if I wanted to go and get a cushy, not cushy, if you're a consultant, you're listening and you have one of these, I'm not accusing you of being cushy, but if I wanted to get a job with Loblaws or P&G or J&J, or as a consulting gig that was really safe and made me lots of consulting dollars, that's great, right? But you're talking about shaving, like, they're talking about like SharePoint growth or like SharePoint maintenance or like how do I get an extra point of volume? But these guys are like, you're literally like, some days I come out of there going, holy crap, like you're going to double or triple your business, right? Like there's no, like Mutlux was like that. Mutlux is like, I think we're going to like, grow another 30%. I'm like, are you crazy? Like you could easily double your business, right? Like it's not even a thing, right? It's going to happen, right? Like,
and the thing is, that's the part, like, it's not even where you're kind of bullshitting. You're thinking like, holy shit, like, I hope you can actually maintain the growth.
Yeah.
Because this thing could literally double.
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to, the product, it's Satya, Satya.
Okay.
You got to go take a look at it. I really like it. I think it's just a really cool product. And her name is Patrice. And she's just wonderful. Like, she really is. She's just like just a really, it's satya.ca.
Oh, organic
skincare. Organic skincare. Okay. Like it, but it's just like it's a neat product. And it's packaged well. And she's so, like, she's vibrant and she's excited. And, she's a mom who had, the kids got, like, I guess, some eczema. So she develops a product for it. And she's developed like a really nice product. I think I've sent her your way too, and I've told her that, just so you know, like, I always tell people the same thing. I said, he's really nice, and you know what? You could probably get a half an hour out of him, and he won't even notice, and you'll get some help.
Yeah,
I said, if you hire him, it's great, but if not, don't worry about it. He's not going to really care. He's just as stupid as I am. Like, he'll just do things for free because he's got no sense in his head. But he's a nice guy.
No, I think that's great. No, but I am like that. I don't care. Like I am.
Well, you care like I care. Like, I want to get paid and I want to make money, of course. But like when you start looking at some of these lines, like, you just think, man, I just like to know that it's nice to help them and just get it going. Because like you said, you know what, you can call it cushy. These guys who land these contracting jobs with the J&Js and Pfizer's, $500,000, $1 million contracts, and they have a crew of 30, and they go in and talk about SharePoints. Like, really, who gives a shit? I mean, I know it's a big deal because, but there's no, you're not doing anything.
No, there's no excitement there.
There's nothing in it. It's so clinical. It's so calculated. When you're doing with these people like this, there's so many moving parts. Like, this is, and this actually makes a difference in people's lives.
Oh my God, this stuff's really nice.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah. She's done a good job with her website.
She's done an awesome job. I think her website is nice. She's
pictures really are good.
Nice, right? She's like another Shanae, and all these young people are just, like, just get it, right?
Just crazy good.
I love it.
Crazy good. Oh yeah, look at that. She's got 3,000 followers.
Again, though, you know what it is? So on something like this is sort of what I'm asking, because this is getting really specialized.
Yeah.
And again, what I worry about with some of these guys is that I'm really trying, with not about in a good way, like, I'm trying to dissuade them from direct to mass.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, you know what? On some of these ones,
it'll suck the life out of you.
Yeah. So I'm saying your online sales are your personal online sales, if you can manage it. Maybe do the website in the Shopify, but find a 3PL, like a pick and pack, and let them do the shipping. And you'll still do way better than you would probably on Amazon, right? The difference with Amazon, obviously, is you've now got an audience the size of the planet.
Yeah.
But just build in the fact you're probably off your retail, you're going to lose 45% of it. Not a big deal, because in the real world, the retailer is going to take 40% of that anyway.
Yep.
And then you were working backwards from there. So it's a wash. Actually, you're probably positive. But, I said, using a distributor is not necessarily the worst thing, and maybe looking at a salesperson, like we talked about, sort of like Jim and Lori or whatever, like, where they're willing to do the work and the hustle in the, in the natural health kind of space. But I just think this product's awesome. But I worry about, I wouldn't want this in a Shoppers tomorrow morning. Right? Because Shoppers would kill them.
It would be kind of terrible, actually.
It'd be a death. But I think
Yeah.
they could go into, again, I shouldn't say this out loud. I mean, I can't stand McKesson, but let's say it was going into a McKesson and it was going to be serviced through them. It's not that I like the stores they service. I don't like them. But I mean, who cares? They're such
Yeah.
they're so
I
big.
mean, they're kind of they're kind of like this necessary evil
Yeah,
almost.
I know, but they're like a dictator. I just don't like that kind of. You want to find someone who you can work with,
Yeah.
not working for. But the stores they service, like they service so many independents, that I think that's where this belongs, sort of in the natural health channel, or if it goes into drug, calculated. You know, if you're going to do PharmaSaves or Rexalls in your guys' world, it's that location where you know the pharmacist or the staff are like on these categories.
Yeah.
And you can actually, you can actually do what you want to do, which is get this product to families who are looking for an alternative to some of the harsh or OTCs that we would have peddled in the old days.
For sure. I'll probably, honestly, we had really bad eczema as like our kids did. Now it's all under control, but I'll probably order some of this anyway. Honestly,
you should you order it, but you should actually reach out to her. I'll tell you what, I'll send her the. I think I've sent her your contact information anyway.
Okay.
But if you reached out to her and told her you were talking to me, like again, I just, it's one of those ones that it's just the right people to help.
Yeah. Yeah. So free plug for these guys. We just followed them on this Commerce Life on Facebook, but it's Satya Organic Skincare. So you can find Satya's SATYA organic .ca, and there's just like.
And Patrice, I think, actually does the video right at the front there. She's got a really nice little webpage, and like I said, she's just a wonderful person. Like you just, even if you don't have eczema, you should just buy it.
Yeah.
Just buy it. You know why? It's actually a really nice product. It's a nice pack. You can use it for anything you want. Yeah. It's multi-purpose.
It's just super healthy for you. Like there's some really good stuff in this.
Yeah, look at the reviews even.
I know.
Like seriously.
I know.
Like she's actually really killing it.
Yeah. She really is.
So really, again, all I was trying to do is help her again with the costing and the retails. Don't give it away. This is what I would do, but the usual stuff we do. But
yeah. Wow, that's amazing.
And the manufacturer. This our friend who plugs or helps me like perpetually.
Yeah.
Should we give ProLab and Linda another plug?
Linda, is this 6 straight episodes or 7 now?
I don't know. It's like 1 million. I think Linda owns this freaking webpage. Holy shit, man. This podcast is all about Linda.
This podcast is owned and produced by Linda Webb.
Yeah. And our friends at ProLab. Honestly. You know what? That's it. No more Linda Webb. That's it.
No more Linda Webb.
We got to plug somebody else now.
Oh, no. We're plugging other people too.
No, I love Linda. I've got to keep plugging Linda. That's the difference.
Linda, don't leave us.
No, geez, please don't do that. My God. Family's got to eat.
It's so good.
It's awesome.
Oh man!
And I think you will like. I'm hoping. I'm hoping Aaron. I hope you can do some stuff for Aaron because I honestly think that there. Between the Quesson and Nature's Harmony, like I think there's it's a hard category.
So
but if he would kill it.
He's so he's spending. I won't say how much, right? But because I don't want to give away his marketing budget, but he's spending a shit ton of money on socials. Like he sent me the numbers he was spending, but his followers, like he spent enough
content.
He spent enough to get 100,000 impressions.
Yeah.
But his followers are still stuck at like 500.
Yeah. I talked to him the other day about it.
3 or 4 months in a row. And I said to him, I think they got this all wrong. Like they're just not like they're blasting it, but they're not tuning to your audience. Like this is not your audience, right? Like, it's kind of like throwing flyers at 100,000 random people when all you need is, a 16-year-old. You know what I mean? Like it's just, totally. It's the.
Totally. But this is a game where small business needs to pay attention to things, right? What happens at the end of the day, it's not so much how much you spend, it's where you spend it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like
and this is I mean, it's a line that has heritage.
Yep.
The packaging is quite nice.
Yeah.
Right. And on this one, I think what he needs to do is I know they're spending, I don't know what they're doing, but they're spending a lot of money on the social and the marketing aspects, but he's not spending enough and even in trade.
Oh,
And you know as well as I do, on some of these lines like this,
no,
he's
you
got
need trade.
he's got a lot
Yeah.
of really good independent retailers that are supporting them.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't think we're supporting them as much as we could. So like now I'm going through and doing ad grids for, let's say, the top 10 chains
Yeah. Yeah.
and the top 15 or 20 independents.
Yeah.
And I just think by just even giving them a little bit, it doesn't have to be a ton of money, but I think we can actually double just doing that. Then if you get, cool content and get consumers thinking, wow, I really need this.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game, right?
Yeah, it's funny because he and I talked about, and so I think I'm working to, without actually talking to you about this, but I think I'm working to free up cash so you can spend some trade money. Because I said to him, this is too much money. Like with your audience base, we could easily spend, like $50, right?
Yeah.
And really target an audience and then show you some audience growth. Like, so you need likes, you need fans, you need followers before you start dropping, like obscene, like he's borderline obscene on the social spending, right? Like it was just like, this is so excessive for how much, you could do. Anyway, yeah, I was kind of blown away. I was like, this is too much money. Like if you're doing this now, whether it's with me or somebody else, you should stop it. Like you're chucking money into a bucket. Like the difference between old world marketing and new world marketing is like old world, you would spend what he's spending in proportion on like a commercial that 9 months from now, you would know whether it worked or not.
Yeah.
But in new world socials or media, like if you don't see it in a month, if you don't see action like clicks and click-throughs and all that kind of stuff, you should stop it because you got the wrong audience, you got the wrong message, right? Like you know right away whether it's working or not, right? So,
but what they do is a lot of times what they look at it in terms of an absolute number, it doesn't appear to be a big number.
Yeah.
Right. And the biggest thing the small business is measure.
Yeah.
Right. You spend, you just look, you go, yeah, next. And you're thinking, no, breathe. I'm going to send you Patrice's contract info.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, that one's interesting, but trying to figure out how to help him. He needs help, but he needs really cost-effective help, right? Because he's got such a small audience that what he needs, he just needs some love, some TLC to get the thing moving. But that means not spending a ton of cash, just enough to get it moving before you worry about it. So.
And to me, honestly, I think sort of what you just said. I think he needs to do it more in. He needs to do more in trade right now.
Yeah.
And me and you, like I'm not in today's world.
Yeah.
You should be able to do a lot more direct to consumer.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it's a tough category on a good day anyway.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, right now, I think what you need is more pickup on shelf,
or
wherever that is. And then if anything, leveraging that and having maybe some more brand advocates or something to that effect.
Yep.
Like, and work the other side of it that way. But this hunt for people.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like a fishing line in the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, it's one little hook. I mean, it's a big ocean.
Yeah.
Like you got to target a little cleaner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For sure.
But that's hard. That's a typical small business.
Yep.
That's a typical small business issue, right? It's
I have pictures for you. Let me see. Where did I put them? I wanted to show you these because I had some stuff done. Crap, where did I put them? Maybe I left them in there. Yes, I did. Okay, hold on. Let me I'm gonna flip on my screen for a second. So you can see.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to okay, yeah, this is what I want. Okay, so hold on, let me share screen. Can you see that?
Oh, look how cool that looks.
Yeah, so this is my girl. So Sarah Carvello, free plug for her. She is she's an ex-hubba. She is, but Sarah's like this magician with a camera.
Yeah, I mean, look how cool that looks. Like seriously.
Yeah. She took some serious
nice. See, this is where I got to get you Amazon, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, I got to try to remember when I hang up the phone with you now.
Yeah, see this one's the one I have. I think I posted it on
That's
Instagram too.
funny. Like, and honestly,
But
see
yeah,
it. You know, we're looking at okay. So because you and I end up having conversations by ourselves. I remember this is
yeah.
not, you know. So we're looking at sometimes like I hang up because what'd you talk about? I said well, the rest of the world has no freaking clue. Phil and I knew what we were talking about.
No, we actually no. The world has a. I mean, there are like 5 followers out there that have clues on what we're doing, and Linda Webb, because Linda Webb runs the show.
It's
Between
all about
between us,
Linda.
we totally know what's going on. So
But the pictures are
um,
of the Commercial Drive Coffee Company
yes,
bags. Oh,
yeah,
it's really awesome. See, I'm
yeah,
surprised you don't like the Drive.
no,
I don't
yeah.
drink the I don't drink these filled espresso.
So
I drink the
like this
Drive.
one, right? You're talking
Yeah,
about?
that's one I
Yeah,
that's
I
yeah,
ordered that one. Yeah,
no, really,
yeah.
that's
But
interesting.
this one, like it, my little eyes, it peels them right open. So I love it. I love it so
And
much.
it's funny, you know what? That is sort of that's you're like the Vancouver snobby.
Okay,
That's
I
you'd
think
be
that's
like
okay.
you'd be like those little millennials running around the city. There goes Phil,
Well, I
all
am a
excited about his
millennial
little
wannabe.
coffee.
I am a millennial wannabe.
Looks good,
And then
man.
she took all of these shots, and then she took white backgrounds too. So let me look at that.
Looks
It's such
hot.
a great shot.
Yeah.
Um,
But all of those are, yeah. And so what we need to do is I got to get you the passcode. Now the problem is that's two-step verification shit.
oh right.
So
That's,
when you're going to go
oh
on, you're going to
sorry.
have to tell me you're going on, and then I
That's
guess
hey,
I'll
this is my Nest, eh? So not to like, but I put in a video doorbell for me from Nest.
at the
So that's
house.
that's my front yard.
That's
That's my walkway, and that's my
I
my
like
drop.
that thing. You know,
Yeah, yeah, it's freaking amazing. Anyway,
did you put it
uh,
in yourself?
yeah. It took me longer to figure out which power switch was for the doorbell because it wasn't marked on my power panel, and then I think I had the thing up and running in about 20 minutes. So
Oh, it's not that bad.
yeah.
Oh,
But
those
yeah.
look
So
awesome.
anyway,
Good,
so,
nice
so
pictures.
these are all your coffee
Nice
pictures.
pictures.
So
Nice pictures.
we've got them up, and
Cool.
I've got them now. So I'm gonna get her to do a whole bunch more since she already has the coffee.
Yeah.
And then we'll get her to so that we can share them through socials, and like, so you kind of got
Yeah.
like a lot of, because now that she's got the product, we'll get her to shoot a ton of stuff, and then I'll figure out what
Okay.
I owe her and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. All right. That's the end of this Commerce Life. We'll be back soon with the next episode. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed it. Give us feedback. Tell us what you think. Subscribe, like us, join us, share us, tell your friends about us. And we hope to see you next time with more commerce news.